And the leading professional hypnotist in the world.
Thank you. It's really actually an honor to be here. I believe, and I'm here actually to present, we're actually, in my view here, this is my suggestion to the audience, that we're going to discover and perhaps even name an unknown, a virtually unknown or unnamed state of human consciousness. Do people want to do that? Yeah. Okay, so that's why I call it, it's a mystery state. I'm going to define it as carefully as I can, and I'm going to suggest this state has major implications for human augmentation, has major implications for fun, and has major implications for humanity, no less. So let me just show you. I should just ask your permission first. So to do this, we have to go together. I'll just check that my slides are actually working. We're going to go into the mystery state. I will define it, so you're not going in blind. But I want your consent. Are you ready? Are you willing? Do you want to go into the mystery state? Yes? That's a little bit, I don't know. Can I ask again? Are you ready? Are you willing? Do you want to go into the mystery state? Yes. First, I'm going to begin with a question. Does anybody in this room, I've understood you're very smart, very intelligent people. Is there one person in this room that knows what that word means? Look around. You know something really weird? Really weird? This is something that every one of you does every night in the dark. Is there somebody who knows? Okay, what is atonia? Right, that is correct. There's one person, let's give her a hat, one person in the room. Now, don't you think it is weird that out of this room of incredibly smart, brilliant people, there's only one person that knows that when you dream at night, because it requires a REM state, is that correct? You are functionally paralyzed. Why? Why are you paralyzed? Right. If you were not paralyzed, you would act out your dreams. Imagine the weird, crazy shit you dream about, and then you acting it out. Like you'd run around your room, you'd smash into things, you'd strangle people. It would get weird. So luckily, you experience atonia. Atonia, where you become totally paralyzed. How come the public does not know this term even exists? Why don't we know more about atonia? Now, this is atonia. This is a famous painting by Henry Fuseli. This painting, I don't even know this, when Sigmund Freud had an office, this painting was hanging in his office, in the waiting room. But what's interesting about it, everyone's obsessed with the fact there's like a weird demon and there's a horse staring in through the curtain. That's not really what's important about this. That woman is experiencing what? She's experiencing atonia because she's very limp and loose, protecting her from acting out her dreams. Now let me show you something else. You might be familiar with this face. So this is a great white shark, but I don't know if you know this. If you rub sharks on the nose, now I wouldn't recommend doing it with this shark, but this shark is just close. What happens if you do it carefully, gently? What's that? Not atonia, but close. But actually that's a very close. Shark will enter a trance state. It looks a bit like this. It's called tonic immobility. Shark goes into trance, and this is why there's a kind of complaint that people are starting to molest sharks by hypnotizing them and then they hang them vertically. So this is real. Tonic immobility is also, how many people knew about tonic immobility before this talk began? Okay, a few. But isn't that weird? Okay, so now, you may not know about tonic immobility, but orcas sure do. Orcas in Costa Rica were seen knocking sharks into tonic immobility. They would just float around and then the orcas would eat them. So orcas know how to do it, but us less so. Why do I know these things and why do I care? Why does it matter to me? And why is it significant for what I'm talking about today? I did a TEDx called Is a Hypnosis Fake? And what was controversial about it is I simply linked dreaming and hypnotic trance. To hypnotists, this is often very obvious because you put someone into trance, you look at them, their eyes roll up and flicker. or they may even move back and forth. However, this is rejected by popular psychology. Psychologists don't recognize the link, but when you make the link, everything makes sense. That's when we can connect the dots. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to connect the dots and we're going to see what happens. So, I just showed you atonia. We took a look at the sharks in tonic immobility, and I'm going to suggest to you that there's a third state, and that's the mystery state. And we're going to create that state today. So nobody understands the third state. It doesn't have a real medical name, and I'd bet that nobody here really knows the name. If I was to ask you once again, what would that third state be that is similar to atonia and tonic immobility? Does anybody know? Interesting. So we're going to find out. So, with your permission, this third state is available through hypnosis. However, I want to be clear. You do not need to get hypnotized. Sometimes when I do hypnosis, people are a little bit nervous, but I don't want to be hypnotized. It is great to be hypnotized. It is, people think, oh, it makes me gullible. No, it doesn't make you gullible. From experience, a lot of hypnotists have noticed that what kind of people are more hypnotizable? Beautiful people. I know it sounds weird. People are like, oh, I'm very hypnotizable. So, and often very intelligent people. I'm willing to bet there are very hypnotizable people in this room, but should we find out? Would you like to find out? Okay, so now when I do this induction, if you don't want to be hypnotized, just don't pay attention. Do not follow what I'm saying. If you do want to be hypnotized, pay attention. Okay, does that make sense? Is that good? All right, so if you do want to get hypnotized, make sure you're comfortable in your chair. Put your feet flat on the floor. Try to be as relaxed as possible. If you do want to be hypnotized, if you don't mind, just focus your attention on the center of one of the spirals. You have a choice of two. Choose one of the spirals and just focus your attention on it. Good, very good. Now, if you do want to get hypnotized, begin by taking a deep breath in. Breathe deep. Hold that breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to ask some people to come up if that's all right. So if your eyes could not open, who could not open their eyes? Come on up. You want to come up? You want to come up? Come on up. Who could not open their eyes? So do you want to come up? Anybody else? Sure, you want to come up? Sure, you want to come up? Could not open your eyes? Okay. Sure, come on up. See, we'll just fill. We got enough people. Okay, we just need one more. Somebody could not open your eyes? Come on up. Okay. So let me explain what I do. I'm going to try to explain exactly what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Can we have the sound come down just a bit? Sound down just a bit. So I'm going to explain what I do while I do it, just so you understand, but I might explain it just after. You'll see why. Okay. How you doing? Everybody good? Very good. Okay. I'm just going to ask you to put your hand on my hand. Push down. Push down. Just look at my right eye, if you don't mind, for a second. Take a deep breath in. Push down harder. Sleep. Deep and relaxed. Just going to shake your hand. And relax and sleep. Deep and relaxed. Very good. Deep and relaxed. Put your hand on my hand. Push down. Push down harder. Sleep. Deep and relaxed. Very good. And relax and sleep. Beautiful. So, remember I said at the beginning that hypnosis has a relationship to dreaming. So this is called the REM state induction. Deep and relaxed. Everybody with their eyes closed, deep and relaxed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to imitate what eyes do in REM state dreaming, and let's see what happens. So I got to put my mic down for a second. So I can take your left hand. So I'll just ask you, I'm going to talk loud. Is that right? Is that okay? I'll just talk loud. So I'm just going to ask you to look at that finger, right? Look at my finger, deep and relaxed. Watch it going back and forth, back and forth. Hold your head steady. Hold your head steady. Then gradually allow your eyes to close. And when they close, that's right. You're going to close your eyes, will keep going, and you can just sleep deep and relaxed. Deep and relaxed. Beautiful. Very good. I can have your finger. So another thing is an interesting thing that happens with eyes too, that sometimes when people go into REM, their eyes can sometimes cross. So I'll ask you to look at my finger. Deep and relaxed, deep and relaxed. Watch it, stare at it, closer, 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 and sleep. Deep and relaxed. Very good. How's it going? Good, okay, good. So this is called the butterfly induction. It's gonna imagine that you see a butterfly. So there's a butterfly, watch it. Butterfly, back and forth, back and forth. Hold your head steady. Hold your head steady, that's right. Steady, steady, steady. Butterfly goes way up there, butterfly goes down, up and down, back and forth, and relax and sleep. Deep and relaxed. Beautiful, very good. How's it going? Good? Yeah, you're nervous. Okay, don't worry. This feeling, people that are in this trance, you can go deeper and deeper. Every time I set my hands, everyone look at this fellow is doing. Can you see what he's doing? Eyelids are fluttering all by themselves. I'm not telling him to flutter his eyes, but let me try something interesting. I'm going to ask you, see where my hand is? Just keep your head down and look up towards the hand. Let your eyes flicker. Just right, let them flicker. Flicker, flicker. So I'm asking her to do it because flickering eyes is the beginning of trance. Now, 3, 2, 1, sleep. Deep and relaxed. Right in. So here's what I want to show you something really interesting. So remember what I told you about atonia. So here's what's interesting. Hypnotists do this all the time. We look at people's wrists and look at this. Very, very similar to atonia. It's like jello. Every time your hand drops, you become more relaxed. Every time your hand drops, more relaxed, deeper and deeper. So we've got a kind of waking state of atonia. Try with this person too. Every time, that's right, more relaxed, more relaxed. And this is a way actually I could tell if somebody is in trance or faking it. So, next person, your hand now, stiff and stuck to your head. That's right, stuck to your head, sticking to your head, that's right. This stuck to your head, that's right, stuck to your head, stiffing, that's right, stiffly stuck to your head, very good. And this person right here, stuck to your head, beautiful. This one right here, stuck to your head, beautiful, completely stuck to your head. People now on a count of 3, the people that have their hands stuck to their head, in a few seconds you'll open your eyes, but you'll be unable to remove your hand from your head. Your hand is stuck to your head. The more you try to remove it, the more it remains stuck. On the count of 3, you will reopen your eyes, but your hand will be stuck to your head. The more you try to remove it, the more it remains stuck. On the count of 3, 2, 1, now. Open your eyes. So now everybody is on stage now. You want to try to remove your hand from your head, but the more you try, the more it remains stuck. So these people, so if you want to, maybe an explanation for this, because anybody know these people? They know that they're not actors. Try a little bit harder. Try a little bit harder. That's right. On the count of 3, you will be able to wave at the audience with your stuck hand, but you cannot remove it. On the count of 3, 2, 1, now. Wave. That's right. Okay, very good. On the count of 3, you'll be able to remove your hand. 3, 2, 1, and go right back into a deep state of sleep. Now, deep and relaxed, sleep. Good. You can remove your hand. Now you can just let your hand drop. Beautiful, deep and relaxed. So, what I'm going to suggest to you is that we're going step by step here. It took me a bit to create the state, but this is the state that I'm talking about. Does anybody have a name for this state that you know of? No. Sorry, does anyone call it? Is that a name for it? It is. That's right. It is currently the mystery state. So some aspects of the mystery state, just shake your hand. You can relax, he's wondering, and you can go right back to sleep. Deep and relax. Very good. So what you get in the mystery state, so let's look at it. 1, sometimes flickering eyelids. 2, limpness of the body. The other thing is that it feels good. If you ask people how they feel right now, they will say they feel good. So in fact, we'll do a test. If you can hear my voice and you are feeling good, you can raise a finger on your right hand, lift a finger on your right hand just to say that you are feeling good. That's right, just to show. So this is an interesting thing. Why are they responding to my voice? Because they can respond to the voice of the hypnotist in this situation. I will explain why they respond to my voice. And now you can put your hand down, go right back to deep sleep. Now, here's the other thing. This state can be somewhat remarkable. The person I'm touching right now. You're gonna come back to the room, you're so relaxed and calm, that your name has simply disappeared. The more you try to remember your name, the more it just disappears. On the count of 3, come back into the room, but you'll have no idea what your name is. On the count of 3, 2, 1, now. So I haven't met everyone here. My name is Albert, and sorry, and your name is? I'm Albert. You're?
Okay.
Just for fun, can we have a round of applause for him for getting his own name, which is kind of impressive? Very good. Okay, so, normally, so if somebody would say, hey, sorry, what's your name, sir? You're Tango, what's your name? And your name is?
I know it, but I keep saying
It's on the tip. It's almost there. So I'll show you something really interesting. All it takes in the count of 3, 2, 1, all I have to do is just tap you on the forehead, and instantly your name will come back to you. 3, 2, 1, now. What's your name?
Tim.
You say Tim?
Stem.
Sam. Okay, big round for Sam. All right, remembering his name. Just gonna ask you to shake my hand if you don't mind, and you can go right back to sleep, deep and relaxed. So he's right back in. Beautiful trance, very calm and relaxed. Blood change, he's in a highly, also more suggestible state. Open your eyes, 3, 2, 1, now. Watch my hand and go right back to sleep, deep and relaxed. Very good. One more time, you're gonna reopen your eyes now. And then the minute I point at Tango, it can be any suggestion, I'm just gonna point at Tango, you're gonna go into a deep and relaxing sleep. 3, 2, 1, Tango. Can wake up one more time. Very good. Now I'm not going to say it, I'm just going to do it. 3, 2, 1. Deep and relaxed. Very good. So I'm just sort of pointing out how wild this state is and how suggestible he is. Now, person I'm touching right now, you're so relaxed and you're so calm and you feel so good that when you come back, you have forgotten how to speak English. When you come back, you are just going to simply speak like this. The more you try to speak English, the more it'll come out as but you'll enjoy it a lot. So coming back into the room on the count of 3, 2, 1, now. So I'm Albert. I think you met, is it Sam? Is that saying? Stan. Sorry, I apologize. Stan, before, how are you doing, sir, right now? Sorry, if you could say that a little bit more.
Yeah.
No, if you really had to express something, or you wanted to really explain why you're at this event today, right now.
Speech.
If you could explain human augmentation to me right now, could you explain it right now? Okay, so I'm going to suggest you. Now, did I meet any of these people before? No. Are they? Somebody must know these people. They're not actors. They're really experiencing these states. So just allow you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, but you can go right back. So I'm just going to say a bunch of letters. When you understand what they mean, it will happen to you. I'm going to say a bunch of letters, and when you understand what they mean, it will happen to you. The letters are S-L-E-E-P. Deep and relaxed. Big round of applause for that guy. Okay. So this state, now let me show you what I'm talking about more seriously. This state does have a name within hypnosis. So hypnotists and stage hypnotists will call this state somnambulism. So somnambulism is a misnomer because it comes from the belief in the 19th century that people that respond well to hypnosis are sleepwalkers. So somnambulism is the hypnosis term for this, but there's no medical science term, and there's no true science term. I'm going to suggest to you that this state has no real scientific name. And it's a very intriguing state. Not only can you forget your name, not only are you highly suggestible, but you can feel no pain, you can feel altered states. So we're going to do a little bit of an experiment right now. Does this fellow have friends here that know him? Yeah, okay. Does he have drinks once in a while? He never drinks? Once in a while. He's got no... Once in a while he has a couple of beers, is that fair to say? Okay, so let's just see, let's do a bit of an experiment. So, person I'm touching right now, it must be amazing. It is an amazing feeling to imagine right now, you're so relaxed and calm that you can feel like you've had 2 beers right now. Feel like you had 2 beers. That feeling of the beer is working its way out through your system. That's right. The loss of inhibition, feeling really good. That's right. I'm just going to have you in a count of 3, 2, 1. You're going to open your eyes now, and you're going to stand up. Now, you know that feeling of having 2 beers? Now, imagine having, that's right, every time I snap my fingers, it's like you've had another beer. So now, 3 beers, 4 beers, 5 beers. You're right, he doesn't drink very much. That's right, that's right. Deep and relaxed all the way right back to sleep. Deep and relaxed, very good. So, just to explain a little bit what I'm doing is we're sort of reinforcing the state. Every time the people go back into trance, sometimes in this situation they go back deeper. Now remember at the beginning I talked about atonia? Atonia is not, this is not atonia. Atonia requires that you be asleep. You're not aware, you're not conscious. Tonic immobility is no fun. When you experience tonic immobility, you are near death. It happens when you encounter a predator up close and there's no escape. This is a different state. It is more playful. So now, let's do maybe another experiment. Person I'm touching right now, I've always wanted to do this and I haven't done it yet. This is the right place to do it though. And the person I'm touching right now, you deeply relaxed, you have the power and you are becoming your own chat bot. In fact, I'm going to suggest to you that you are Grok. You are Grok. You, to the best of your ability, you will become Grok, think like Grok, talk like Grok, act like Grok. You are the human embodiment of Grok. In a few seconds, coming back into the room on the count of 3, 2, 1, now. So, how's it going? Sorry, what is your name?
Grok?
Okay, and we've got Grok here in the room. Are there any questions? Anyone have any questions for Grok to see your computational power? Any questions for Grok? Anybody? Yep. Someone ask. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Grok. So that's actually a good Grok question. Grok, to the best of your ability, using your computational power, and I guess you know what's best for the United States. Who should be the president, Grok?
I am a truth seeker, and my analyses suggest a random person.
It's actually not about a random person. How about some applause for Grok on his, yes, random person. You say one hand? Deep relax. So sometimes people wake up and they can go right back to sleep. Beautiful, even deeper. Person I'm touching right now, deeper and deeper. Person I'm touching right now, you can also be deeply, deeply relaxed, all the way in, deeply relaxed. I'm going to see, maybe we can have chat. The person I'm touching right now, you, to the best of your ability, you are ChatGPT. ChatGPT, the best of your computational ability, you are ChatGPT. And you are Grok, you continue to be Grok. You can come back into the room on the count of 3, 2, 1, now. Let's just see if we can ask them a question, ChatGPT versus Grok. A question for them that would, kind of be significant. Yes? Is there? Okay. Is the Earth flat? So we'll ask ChatGPT first. Is the Earth flat?
There are hundreds of research papers that dictate that the Earth is not flat. it is merely conspiracy theory that it is flat?
Pretty ChatGPT-ish, I gotta say. Very good, yes. Grok, your take?
Fantastic question. There are conflicting reports on the topic, although my analysis suggests that Earth is not flat, but always ask more questions. Truths.
All right. So, not bad, actually. Okay, so I'm just going to ask Grok and ChatGPT to go back into a relaxing sleep, deep and relaxed. Beautiful. So the head dropping, see, one of the confusing things about stage hypnosis is that people think that there's an authoritarian aspect, meaning I'm commanding them into states or I'm ordering them. But it's just a sort of weird coincidence that when I snap my fingers, the reason I'm snapping my fingers is not to order people. It's actually a mild surprise, timed carefully. The principle of it is that if you surprise somebody and an instruction is given 1/8 of a second after the surprise, it goes deep. The people are not dropping their heads in submission. They're simply losing tone in their necks. It's kind of like atonia, and that's why the neck drops, deep and relaxed. See, that guy, just talking about it, that guy went in. That can happen. So this is 19th century somnambulance. Famous painting called Leçon clinique à la Salpêtre. This is somnambulance. What's interesting, you see the limp behavior, same kind of thing. Deep and relaxed. Everybody deep and relaxed. Very good. So in this state, right now, I'm going to suggest something interesting. There's a lot of things that can happen in this state that are unusual. So one of them is laughter. It's a phenomenon called hypnotic laughter. The person, every time I touch you, you're going to find it very easy. You're going to go deeper now. Touch, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. Shake my hand if you don't mind, and go deeper, relax. Beautiful. He is a good subject. Now, in this deep state, if you hear somebody laugh, you will laugh. You will laugh with abandon. Nothing will stop you from laughing. You will laugh with complete loss of inhibition, feeling great and feeling happy. All you got to do is hear someone laughing like this. If you laugh, you will laugh harder and harder now. Every time I snap my fingers, you laugh harder now. So what's going on here? The explanation, ha ha ha, is disinhibition. I think I got very quiet there, just thinking about it. But actually, every time I talk, you'll laugh, right? Now, even when I say something, you laugh, starting now. So even when I say the word disinhibition, you laugh. Yeah, disinhibition. Disinhibition. So here's the crazy thing, that although those people are laughing right now, they can stop very quickly. On the count of 3, you're going to stop laughing. In 3, 2, 1, stop. Deep, relaxed sleep. Now, let me show you why this gets interesting. So just as easily as they can laugh, I won't go too deep into this, but they can also get sad and cry. So this is interesting. Person I'm touching right now, starting now, you can cry. You can feel sad, deeply sad. Person I'm touching right now, you can cry. You can cry. That's right. That's right. You can cry. You can cry. You can cry. You can cry. Deep and relaxed. I'm going to say they really are crying, by the way. They really are crying. So, on the count of 3, what's amazing is that you're just going to lift your head up, sort of lifting your head up with your eyes closed towards the ceiling, and you will begin to laugh. On the count of 3, 2, 1, starting now. You can just lift your head. And now, laugh it off. Laugh. Lifting your head up, and now you can laugh, starting 3, 2, 1, now. You can laugh too. Now let me explain. This is like a, just a stage demonstration, but what's interesting, does anyone know about the depotentiation problem? When human beings get into bad moods or they get very sad, they hold on to them for evolutionary reasons. It's important to remember to be afraid or feel bad about the things you feel bad about. So they were feeling bad a second ago, but they were able to switch instantly, pretty well instantly. They can depotentiate in seconds in trance. That is very interesting. So I mentioned that somnambulism is a misnomer. The best way I want to explain the science of what's going on here, there's a theory called threat simulation theory. That is why we believe our dreams. Now, why does it matter if we believe our dreams? Because you saw people believing their states, right? They were in the states. Now, when people believe their states, the theory is this comes from dreaming about threats in our environment. If you dream about wolves, maybe when you encounter wolves for real, you'll kind of know what to do. Okay, so we're gonna do the last little simulation. Person I'm touching right now, deep and relaxed. Person I'm touching right now, deep and relaxed, deep and relaxed. So you are so relaxed and calm, it is very easy and so fun to feel like you are a chicken. You feel like a chicken. Can't help it, you feel like you have feathers and you flap around. Now this is like a classic joke of stage hypnosis, but I'm gonna suggest that something very profound is going on. You are 1,000% a chicken. As Donald Trump says, you are 1,000,000% a chicken. You're such a chicken. When you're gonna come up, you're gonna stand up in a second, and it's gonna be baka time. On the count of 3, you're gonna start standing up. Do you wanna be a chicken too? Shake my hand. Yes, you are a wonderful chicken, deep and relaxed. Okay, you're gonna stand up on the count of 3, 2, 1, now. So chicken standing up, chicken standing up, chicken standing, we'll see who's a chicken. Careful chickens, careful. Sorry. Sorry, how do you say that? There is, like I said, because we don't understand the basic science of this state, there's no real name for this phenomenon. We laugh because, oh yeah, yeah, it's funny, it is funny. So, what I think is going on, it would be better explained by something we could call the dream credulity hypothesis. That these people are having a dream, they're having a dream where they really believe they are chickens. That's what's happening. And that is produced by this state. So, this state is kind of amazing. I'm just gonna wrap up here. What is interesting about the state is this is all that's available here. Altered states, serenity, pain management, and I didn't do it here today because it didn't feel appropriate, hypnotic orgasms, mystical experiences, hypnotic laughter. Actually, chicken, do you want to come here for a second? Good. Chickenstein right over there. So as Chickenstein proceeds, that I want to just suggest, just to wrap up, what would you call this state? Now, don't call it, what's a good name for this state? Some people have suggested the drop. Some people have suggested the hypotonic state. What is this state? What would you call it? Sorry, yeah? The bendable state? I like that. Bendable state, flexible state, hypnotronic state. Actually, I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna ask you all, let's look at the microphone. Look at the microphone. Down and sleep. Deep and relaxed. Very good. So, deep and relaxed. I'm gonna ask this chicken, you can go back to your chair. Chicken, go back to your chair if you don't mind. So you might ask, why do people follow my instructions? I think the original hypnotic induction is the story, and the storyteller has authority, so they're responding to the storyteller. Now, But here's the interesting thing. When you come back into the room, you will not remember anything that happened for the last hour, I guess. You'll have no idea. It has simply slipped from your mind. And when people give you the name of the state, it will all come flooding back and you will laugh. When they give you the correct name of the state, it will all come flooding back and you will laugh. You've done a great job. You'll be proud of your accomplishments, being a grok and chickenstein, and you're going to have a great rest of your conference. Coming back in the count of 3, 2, 1, wide awake and alert now. Okay. Stan, are you back?
Yeah.
Chicken grok, are you back?
Huh?
Do you remember anything that you've been doing for the last... What happened in the last hour?
I remember I was here.
Sorry, what's that?
I was here?
You were here, but you don't remember doing anything?
I remember about my arm, my name. I forgot my name.
Did he? I think he did, actually. I think somebody else forgot their name. So that's an interesting thing. Someone else forgot their name. That was interesting. Do you remember what you've been doing?
What was I supposed to?
Okay. Big round of applause for these guys. These volunteers. All right. So, you're going to hear a word from somebody in the audience. You're going to hear a word from somebody in the audience. And let's see what happens. So on the count of 3, we want to say it together or no? Because I don't know if everybody's, we'll have you say it. Okay, on the count of 3, 2, 1.
Hypnotic.
Chicken. Grok chicken.
Grok chicken. So now, do you guys remember now? You remember now? Do you remember now? You're back?
That was what happened. Oh my God. I was a chicken. I am a chicken. I mean, in real life, but like, I was acting like a chicken. Like, barking and like, you guys didn't stop me?
No. So let me just wrap up by saying this is why these states are profound. This should have a name aside from somnambulance. It's a real state. It's amazing. It is literally also, you saw, he went from 2 beers to 4 beers to 6 beers. Augmentation is right there. It's called effect doubling, right? It's amazing. People understanding tonic mobility, understanding atonia, and understanding the hypnotronic state would be actually useful, life-affirming, and might result in human augmentation. So I want to thank you very much. It's really been great here. And thank you, these volunteers. Please, a big hand for these people, please. Thank you very much.